My wife is a fashion designer, and 7 out of 10 times I appear in the public looking unkept. Is this mad insanity or misalignment?
7 seconds, let your presence introduce you right.
In 2007, two researchers, Joy V. Peluchette and Katherine Karl, published a study in the Human Resource Development Quarterly. They weren't studying fashion, they were studying perception in the workplace. And what they found was profound and yet very simple. People dressed in formal professional attires were consistently rated as more competent, more trustworthy, and more authoritative than those that dressed casually. Same human, different shirt, different judgment. So before performance reviews, before KPIs, let me explain my vision. Your clothes have already introduced you. Now here's where it gets interesting, especially if you're black. Historically, dress for us was never an aesthetic. During colonial rule across Africa, during segregation in America, on the system designed to underestimate the black man, polished shoes were not vanity, they were resistance. A well-pressed suit was not ego, it was strategy. It simply said, I am disciplined, I am structured, I am not your stereotype. And when the world questions your competence, by default, presentation becomes an armor. So it's not necessarily about assimilation or self-hate. It's simply strategy. Because if power speaks a visual language, you either learn it or you pretend it doesn't matter and then eventually pay the price for it. So here's my confession. I'm married to a fashion designer, structured tailoring, clean finishing, intentional combinations, all that fashion stuff. And yet, 7 out of 10 times I show up to work in rumpled shirts and dusty trousers. Not because I lack clothes, but simply because I lack alignment. Because if research shows people associated with order are competent, and history shows presentation has always been a strategy, then what exactly am I signaling when I appear the way I appear? And this is what I've realized. Dressing well is not about ego, it's about coherence. Outer order is simply a reflection of inner order. If I cannot steward the way I appear, what I'm signaling is that I cannot steward responsibility. So here's the practical truth I hope to apply, and I hope you can apply if you're in my shoes. Number one, audit your signal. We ought to audit the way we appear. We need to stand in the mirror and ask, what am I trying to signal by the way I'm appearing? What story is my appearance telling? Number two, we need to build systems, not moods. We need to prepare our clothes combinations in advance and try our best to ensure our mornings are not clouded with picking the right dress and all of that. Number three, we need to maintain deliberately, meaning we have to do all it takes to ensure our shoes are clean and our clothes are well ironed and we groom ourselves on schedule. And most importantly, number four, we need to align eternally. Because when the spirit is aligned, the mind finds order. And when the mind is in order, the body becomes a visual testimony of your state of mind. So this is not about looking flashy. It's about becoming intentional. Because before you speak, something is already speaking for you. And whether we like it or not, people are listening with their eyes. Rise.
7 seconds, that's the window when you step inside. Clock's ticking, every eye's on your stride. No rewind. First vibe sets the mood. Walk sharp, look clean. Yeah, you understood. Fresh fit, fresh scent, confidence loud, energy.